What's up, everyone? Joe back with Real Joe's Barbecue. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. It is Super Bowl Sunday. We just got back from church, went and prayed to the Lord for another Chiefs victory. Now we got the Z grills fired up. We're gonna be making some tri-tip chili. It sounded amazing, and it's gonna be perfect for this Super Bowl dinner. So let's get to cooking.
Alright guys, so it turns out it definitely was too windy for this section. The wind was just blowing in there like crazy, and I didn't feel like messing with the audio on this for the whole video. So actually mainly just this part of the tri-tip was the bad part. So all I did, I got these two tri-tips from Costco. They have this double special all the time. It's a great deal. So I got these two tri-tips and I just trimmed off a little bit of the fat on here. Not a ton of trimming on my part. Once I got the fat trimmed off, I just took any of the little stragglers pieces off and I trimmed those up as well, because I mean, I'm been smoking this thing for a while, so I didn't want these little pieces just be getting super done. So once I got them all trimmed up, I hit it with this Granny Moore's Good Rub. Guys, this stuff has a fantastic flavor profile for pretty much anything, honestly. I love this. I put it on steaks. It has a great chili taste to it because it has some chili powder in there. It's just a great all-around rub. And link will be in the description on where you can get this. They're awesome company. They've been supporting me on Instagram as well, so make sure you go check them out. It's a fantastic rub. Once I got them all seasoned up, we went and threw it on the Z grills. I had that sitting at 225 degrees only for about an hour. I wanted to get a nice good smoke layer on there, and then we're gonna pull it off, dice it up, and throw it in the chili to finish cooking.
Alright, the tri-tip is about ready to be pulled off and diced up, so I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my chili in here. I got some onions and some jalapenos diced up. I got my little stove out here. I'm gonna throw on about medium. To saute these onions up, we're using some Wagyu beef tallow. Get a dollop in there. I'm going straight in with one whole yellow onion. It was a pretty big onion, so if you have a smaller onion, you might want two. And then 4 jalapenos. Look, I agree with Texas for almost everything they stand for, except not putting beans in your chili, because chili just needs beans. And I can already see the Texas people in the comments, oh, hold up there, partner. There's beans in that chili. That ain't chili right there. You put beans in, that ain't chili. So you can just keep them to yourself. I already know what you're gonna say. I didn't say it was Texas chili. I said it was tri-tip chili. So these are getting cooked down. Looks and smells fantastic. The onions are starting to get a little translucent. So I'm gonna add some seasoning in. I'm using some more of my Granny Moore's Good Rub. With eyeball here. Using some garlic salt, some chili powder. That Good Rub has some chili powder in it. It's got a little more heat. Is that a good mixing? As for our other ingredients, I have 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomato, 1 can of regular diced tomatoes, 2 cans of black beans, and 2 cans of pinto beans. We'll let all that cook for a little bit. Now the main subject of this chili is obviously the tri-tip. There's a 1 and a 2. Let's take her open and see what she looks like. Oh yeah, that right there is just ready to eat. Little Gorilla was asking if she could just eat the tri-tip without the chili, and I told her no. But you know, I'm gonna give her some, of course. And we're gonna cube it up in some nice bite-sized pieces. These are gonna be super tender. Oh my goodness. Steaky for my girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The slogan for that Granny Moore Good Rub is that it's good on anything, and I can attest, I like it on anything. It's fantastic. You guys definitely need to check them out. Good mixing. Best part about cooking is you get to eat all the little pieces that don't go in the food. week's worth of chili for my family. I'm probably gonna have to take some of this and freeze it and save it for later because this thing is completely full to the brim. Add some more granny rubs. A little more chili. A little mix. Well, my battery died there, so hopefully it saved everything I was filming before I chopped up all the meat, added everything in with the veggies. Now I'm gonna take beef broth and fill this up just to cover everything, like so. Then we're gonna put the lid on, and this is going back in the smoker. Plan B. My smoker is actually not tall enough to put this in because of this right here. If it didn't have this part right here, it'd fit perfectly. So I'm gonna take the lid off, cover it with foil. That won't be as good as having the lid on, but it'll be good enough. We'll throw it back in the smoker. Into the smoker. It's still sitting at 225. We're gonna let it cook for about another hour. I'll come out and give it a good mix and see what it's looking like. All right, guys, it is done. Now, full disclosure, I did take it inside and finish it in the oven because I needed to lower my smoker down and throw some cream cheese on there for the game that's starting in about an hour. So I did take it in at 400 degrees in the oven and finish it off. But man, let me tell you, it is smelling and looking amazing. I cannot wait to try this. We're gonna dish up a big old bowl. The bowls are massive. Just like that. Just take a peek of this. Ooh, we got huge chunks of tri-tip in there. All the beans, the veggies. It's looking amazing, smelling amazing. I cannot wait. So we're not gonna add any cheese to it. We're just gonna take a cracker, get a big old serving there, one with a big old chunk of tri-tip on it. Woo! Man, that was really hot. But the tri-tip, super tender. It just peels apart. It just tears apart in your mouth. It almost melts. The flavor from that Granny Goodmore's rub, fantastic. Mixed with just a few other things. Gotta have your beans and your tomatoes and your onions and your jalapenos. Another big chunk of tri-tip right there. Woo! That might be my favorite chili I've ever made. The flavor is just fantastic. And it had the chunks of steak in there. It's just so hearty, it's so good that this is perfect. It's cold, it's raining, it's almost probably gonna sleet here. I think we're supposed to get like 3 to 4 inches of snow tonight. Perfect meal for snow and for a Chiefs Super Bowl victory. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, share the video out, all that fun stuff, and we will see you next time. I'm gonna enjoy this while I watch my Chiefs beat up on some 49ers.